Give love on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day.
No greater gift is better than love. Yo, tell me the Jacksons did not crush. I always thought the Christmas, I guess, king. Are you playing now?
That's not me.
You hear, right?
Yeah. Do you
I
have your
thought it was
live on
me
somewhere?
from. Huh?
You have your live on somewhere?
Hold on. You can't make this up.
What?
Oh, we got a red light. All right, here we go. I was like, is that you? Merry Christmas and still Happy New Year. And not Happy New Year. Wow, I'm skipping a whole week. Christmas Eve for some people like Tori, but it's Christmas in New York. You guys are so awesome. You guys got here way before I did. What's up? What's up? I know Tiffany's in here. Um, Simple MJ for life. Is that Susie?
Yeah, I think they put the ads now.
Got you. But Merry Christmas, everyone, or about to be Christmas. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. Like that bad tired, but I'm like, I can't shoot tomorrow. Well, actually Christmas later on, because for those who watch Stranger Things, we're gonna be on Netflix. like like I'm not gonna diss my family for like I'm not gonna like in other words, if I'm with my family, I'm not gonna be like, I gotta go. However, the minute it's time to go, I'm running. I was like, is that Susie? I got it right. Ding 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 ding. So Tori, how was your Christmas week? Like leading up to Christmas Day? Good, bad, or just a little bit of everything?
So far, I only work. Well, technically, I work 2 days, but I have a little break, so I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
You deserve a break. I know for me, I was like low key stressed. And so I actually left work early yesterday. I couldn't do it anymore. I honestly believe the customers are always right, but at the same time, I'm human. And like it took one person and for me to go, you know what? It's time for me to go home. Because I felt myself losing it. And I'm like, when you feel it, it's just, you got to go. Did I lose money? Yes. But sometimes peace of mind is worth everything. But we had a big, big team, like double today. So we have full coverage. I just opened the store and then I said, you know what? This is a good time to take a mental break. I think I was low key sick or getting sick. I think that was part of it too. I just was tired. So I was just like, you know what?
And of course,
Let me see. I finally figured out the headphone issue. I think the unit is low. So I got new headphones, y'all. Yay. Well, not new, but just
the wet slow.
the headphones. I don't know how to work them yet. Did you start this live? Yeah, I just started it. Hey, Bruce. I'm surprised anyone's here because usually I'm cooking or cleaning, and because of this headache, I haven't done nothing. I just been laying down. Like you should never cook sleepy because you could turn the place on fire. I've done it 5 times already. So we do have a little toaster oven. So if I fall asleep, I can't turn the place on fire, but you still shouldn't sleep with those kind of things on. So I said, just we'll cook tomorrow. Do you cook with your family at all, or you just show up and be like, "Well, I'm here. I'm here for the treats."
I have to cook this year.
So, what's your specialty?
Pasta.
That's a good one. That's actually a hard one. If you open
Stop, stop.
watery, so it's like tricky. Oh, thank you. Oh, snap, mama in that building.
Wait, so what does this mean?
What?
Okay, so you see the logos? Is this for your are these the people that are watching like in the portrait mode?
Yes, so the little that little dot means they're from their phone, and then without the dot, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, you guys are not even playing. Yeah, Jermaine came out of nowhere, like literally.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay,
Hello, Jermaine.
he looks good, even though y'all tried it. That's what I'm gonna say. He looked good. Um, um,
You got the what?
he got his B- Beijing mix with the painting. Beijing mix. I know
Oh, his
no,
hair is like
no, stop.
hair
What they
color.
set me up? They set me up, didn't they?
I think it's like something to do with hair care or something like that.
Y'all set me up. Y'all know I love, well, not love him in that way, but you know that's like Uncle Jermaine in my head.
Uncle Jermaine.
That's my uncle, bro. That's Unc.
Yeah, I
You
had a
know what's
Google.
crazy? I have an uncle named Prince, Uncle Prince. So no, it's not Prince Jackson. It's someone in my family. His birth name is legitly Prince. It's a cool dude. Y'all see, you did set me up. I'm not even putting this up here. Stop. Did
They trying to get us
you
got.
see? Look, the setup. I fell into. I just didn't know. Y'all
What's
are
a
dead
Dickens?
wrong.
Biden?
Let me tell y'all something. That is a 60 something, almost 70-year-old man. Um, Maybe he didn't want to go. Like, this is his hair choice. I'm fine with it. I seen his hair in person. He's cute. Look, I would date him. I'm here for it. Now, it may not be y'all thing, but listen, I
Yo, Jermaine is 71.
he's 70. Really? I was like, no, overall
What?
package is good. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to Jermaine.
What in the world? He's 71?
He looks good. He looks great.
Where have I been?
I'm like, look, I'm not much younger, but I'm like young enough to be like his daughter. And my hair, oh, actually, most of my hair is gone because, I guess so, because of my condition. Things happen, bro. Like aging is not easy. That's, it's just not.
Oh, I see the cup.
Listen, have you seen these viral cups? Now
Now I want to get it.
I got the fake one because I was not
Wait,
fighting
what's
people
going on with the hat? Why is it floating on top of the head?
because it's fake. I got the one from China. I wasn't listen. As much as I love content, and it is funny when you can't find stuff. I was chasing for tote bags, mini tote bags, big tote bags, medium sized tote bags, barista cups. I have a customer service job. I don't have time for this, and what I have to do this content is ridiculous because you have to either get up super early in real life before you have to open up the store, or you have to be there late. But y'all see my footage. I'm never doing stuff late. Well, some of it's late. But I'm like, no, I'm not spending a whole like people were standing online for 3 in the morning and then like was not getting the cups. We're not doing that. Like, no. Like I don't mind a good story for 3, 4 in the morning, but I better get the cup. So I was like, oh, we're not doing this. And like in New York, it's even crazier to do that 3 in the morning. At least people got the parking lots in their cars. No, we live in like, I don't care what area in New York you live in, it's all hood, all of it. You never know what could happen to you. It's like, could you imagine like getting messed up for a cup? A sippy cup? No, boo boo. It's cute though. Listen, y'all. Listen, don't come for Uncle Jeremy. I'm not playing with y'all.
Oh,
I'm not.
That's Maine right there.
Listen, this has been my energy the whole season. I've never been so anti-Christmas in my life. Maybe because I'm broke. I mean,
Okay.
that's part of it, but I just feel like New York has returned to its entitled I'm here, you're there energy. And to keep coming in with this energy all the time, I was like, I can't do this. Like, it felt like old New York. I hated old New York before the pandemic. And it's like people don't care. And I don't know. And I just kind of got kind of grumpy. So, like, usually I buy gifts or food for everybody. I just didn't feel like it at all. But shout out to everyone who made my Christmas special. I do appreciate it. It made me feel like I should just go back to just being myself and don't let things get to me. But I just wasn't feeling it this year. Like I have no tree up. Like you got your tree up, I got no tree up.
And
Nothing. Right? Right. And I mean, I don't mind
yeah,
being broke, but I don't like if we're gonna be broke, can we at least be nice to each other? And New Yorkers are not nice sometimes. They're just rude. And that's why the main reason why I went home. I said, you know what? I'm going home. Taking the time out. I think I did 6 hours of work and then I said I'm not doing no more. I was
well,
well staffed today. No, I was like, don't come for him. What, you saw something else? Okay.
just cheating on Randy. Who said that? Who said that? Must have been the wind.
Heck yeah. I don't know when. So I had a survey like if y'all wanted me to do the watch parties, but I'm gonna be honest, I probably can't. I have someplace very important to go. We had a live about my sick relative, and unfortunately they got sicker. So that's the focus is them now. They're not like, in hospice or anything because they have cancer, but it did cause a setback. So I'm like, well, so I have to kind of travel far to get to them. And I'm like, I'm not going to, what I'm saying? I'm not leaving them just to see Stranger Things. And I still don't even know what the hell the upside down is. Are we in hell? Are we in a wormhole? Are we in a dimension? Like, no, family first. And I'll see Stranger Things. I mean, I have plenty of time. Like the season finale is New Year's Eve, and that's what I'll see it in theaters. I have time. Thank you, thank you. Considering the kind of cancer that this person has, they're doing great. Um, it's just there was a hiccup, and they just need a little extra guidance, but nothing like bad, bad, just regular bad, if that makes sense. How's your Christmas spirit, Tori?
Hold up.
No, thanks. I do appreciate it, Tiff. Like I was like, no way. Um, we're good considering. Tori's
I
on
hope
mute.
y'all did not hear that. If y'all heard that, no, y'all didn't. Oh no!
That's
Please
crazy.
tell me y'all did not hear that. So I forgot it was Christmas. What is it? I think tomorrow is supposed to be. Let me look at the weather. Or today, technically, it's supposed to be 67 degrees.
Oh, good. Cause where I'm going is like it's cold. So I have the cutest Stranger Thing outfit. Look what I got at Five Below years ago. But it's So look at this dress made out of Christmas like decorations. Now, if you watch Stranger Things, this is the perfect dress. So then I got a light up necklace, and I'm like, oh, this is cute. I love when you have the perfect outfit, but you didn't have to like. I bought this years ago from Five Below. Then I'm gonna put me some Christmas tights, and we are done. And then, like, if you notice, like. at least like where I work, they wasn't really playing Christmas songs. And then I'm like, wait, what? I was just kind of annoyed with like the modern version of Christmas. I was like, so we're not playing Christmas songs? Like, what are we doing? And then when people try to call it out, they were just like, oh, like this is better for customers. Well, it's not better for my morale. I don't fuck it's Christmas right now. They were playing what I call black people barbecue music. I said for December.
You know, I needed my job to have a soulful Christmas playlist or something going because, oh, I mean, we did have some Jackson 5, which my company, they had Michael in a band. They had Michael in a band, y'all know. But I don't know. Maybe the movie came around and they just decided to turn over a new leaf, stop believing the lies, or maybe they just want to hop on the bandwagon.
I find the music I find the cancel culture so fake.
Mind you, they were playing people like,
In New York, we play everyone that's quote unquote canceled with receipts. And I be confused because I just be like, wait, what? I just be sitting there like I ain't dancing. But I just find okay. The fact and then I mean we're gonna talk about a little bit later. They tried Michael again. But we
oh
know.
yeah,
Oh,
that
we'll
was
talk about it without talking about it, but we will find a way to talk about the EpiPen and the drama with that. So
I just saw Serena's comment. I beg your finest pardon.
wait a minute. James Brown died on Christmas?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
No way.
Wait, what? What you mean? It's not. No wonder why. Because I just saw a post. One of my old posts had some 3T music on it, and it was from Identity, and it wouldn't let the music play. I wonder what's on Apple Music.
At least you know. At least you know. Like,
I'm sorry.
listen, that's the main one. I'm just standing there like, wait, what? So y'all don't cancel. I mean, and there's a lot more receipts in real life. It's just they're very selective on the Jackson family for getting canceled. I was like, y'all good? Hey, Leah, what's good? It's crazy. We started 18 minutes, but we didn't get one slide in. Again, I forgive me. You know when you get a headache, it's just so hard to navigate. I'm just like, I should have took aspirin. Actually, I might get up and do that. Got some ibuprofen in here somewhere. Um, so it's not really like a presentation. It's more like things you might want to know just in case you didn't get the right, you didn't get someone a gift, you want to get a gift, and they're all budget friendly. Not all, most of it's budget friendly. Then I want to like first go over some of the things that you guys miss. Um, the intro was from how you say it, Nigen's Nas.
Majin.
I don't think
His
he's
at is burnt underscore shake 08.
I don't think he's a Jackson fan, but if you love this album and you consider this like the album, you're a fan. Like, do you have a favorite Christmas album?
I like Luther Vandross's. I like, of course, the Jackson 5. I like the one, the Ultimate Christmas Collection they did. Um,
Mm.
Alexander O'Neal Christmas album, and I'm sure I like more. I feel like I like more individual songs than whole collection. The Preacher's Wife soundtrack is cool too.
Oh, you're good. I only have this. This is the only album I like. Now, I will give an honorable mention to Nat King Cole. I couldn't stand this as a kid, but it's my mom's favorite. So it's so crazy how things change when no one's around anymore. You're just like, oh, okay. But it's still not my favorite, but I appreciate it. It was my mom's favorite. Um, and you're right. There's tracks I like. Boys and Men got a good one though.
Hmm.
They got a good one.
There was one man, and I think he's kind of in that "stepping in the name of love" canceled group now, which rightfully so because he deserves it. But he had a really good Christmas album back in the '90s. It's not Mr. RK, but I'm very disappointed in this man because he had been one of my top artists on Spotify before I found out some things about him. All I'm
What's
gonna
he
say
do?
is
Y'all said it, not us. Y'all said it.
you said it.
We
You
didn't say
said
it.
it.
Well,
But he did have a great Christmas album.
you know what's sad, and I think this is why we're going to keep fighting for this family. It, First of all, they're not perfect. They do make mistakes. But it's just interesting that there's this weird cancel culture or policing culture, and we all have dirt. Every single one of us have dirt.
Hmm.
But when you are accusing someone of something and don't present evidence, it's fair to say you're being unfair. But then when people have evidence, it's like, oh no, we're still playing that. Wait, what?
The wrong people be getting canceled.
Yeah,
Like, why are we trying to cancel someone who's been gone for over 15 years? What are we doing?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he was proven innocent while he was on Earth. So
And he was proven innocent when Leaving Lines came out. Like Michael's fandom fans have taught me like this is one group you're not gonna want to mess with. They know his life as if it was theirs. I don't even know my life the way y'all know Michael Jackson, but that's great. There's people like that because that's why it was proven he was innocent again. Like, because I mean that smear campaign was really brutal. Like it's probably the most brutal thing I've ever seen on a human ever. And then it was like, how many lives were caught? 65 plus. Okay. So then of course, we'll talk about the EpiPen later on. I just want you guys to recognize the pattern. It's very important to notice, specifically with Michael Jackson, because they tried it with the family, but Michael gets more. I can't explain it. He's the ultimate distraction when someone legitly is doing something wrong. And
hmm.
so just it's a tactic that worked better when he was alive, but it's crazy that you guys pulled this stunt in 2025. So I was like, "Oh, who they trying to distract now?" I have my conclusions that I will not say on live, but I said, "Oh, I think I know what this is about," and it's sad. It's always it's like, "Oh, okay, I don't want nobody to focus on me, so let's throw in Michael Jackson." Who's going to tell someone that he transitioned on another side right now, and how crazy that y'all did this again? And I was like, and thank God the fans are like, "That's a fake picture." Are you kidding me right now?
It wasn't even just the fans. Like, I was seeing mega verified people, regular folks who aren't like, I wouldn't say they was like diehard Michael Jackson fans. They might have appreciation or might be a fan of his music, but they were there defending it. And then you had Instagram pages like TSR putting it out there, and I'm just like, y'all look so uneducated right now. Y'all look, once again, it's another hit to your credibility. And folks was in the comments like, "Yo, this ain't it." And then they were like a whole day or two late when the actual truth came out. They were like, "Oh, it seems as though duh."
I mean, get into the habit, whether it's the Jacksons or not. When someone is accused of something, just do research. Sometimes you're gonna find it's true. Sometimes you're gonna find out it's a lie. But every celebrity that I used to like, because a lot of it, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of celebrities been kicked out. The stuff that I've learned in the last, I'm gonna say 5 years, I'm probably gonna sell almost all my music. I'm so disappointed on the stuff I've learned. I was like, you know what? Because I can't even hear things the same anymore. So it's just like, but yet we focus on him and sometimes them. They go after the other family members when they get bored. And I'm like, y'all are dead wrong for this. Like, there's wrong and then dead wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I did want to slightly address that because I was like, really? Like, because I haven't really been in the loop. Very, very busy in real life. And so, but once in a while, something comes up and I go, no, you didn't. I know Taj's tweets, the minute any of the Jacksons tweet, I try to have those alerts. And then Taj was the reason made me go, what happened now? Unreal.
Yeah, and the thing that disturbs me the most is that this is something that the government has um now involvement in s- discoveries, and the fact that this got put out, I'm trying to use my words carefully.
I know.
The fact that this got put out, like I really can't trust. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I think it's either it's the March for Michael campaign or just something we've done in showing evidence. Because like I said, it's okay to question,
Hmm.
like especially if you're not like a diehard fan, question the things that have been lied about Michael. But when you watch things, like I think it's what's that guy? We saw him at this is Thriller. Yeah, this is Thriller last year. Square One, right? Is that
Danny Wu.
Yeah, I think it's one of those docs where they were like showing why those stories come out. So in other words, like if they're focusing on Michael, especially with the stuff they accused him of, it's a distraction on the real predator. Like if
Because
someone that's like legitly doing something wrong, they'll be like, we know Michael gets the distraction every time. And it
because
was very effective when he was alive.
why in the world is the one the one who is the reason for this stuff coming out all of a sudden is currently being unscathed?
And think about all the people that did these really like salacious lies type tabloid stories about Michael because they needed the heat off of them. There's only one person that did that and it backfired big time. That's all I'm going to say. But most people just do what they do. They get away with it. And, it's messed up. It's really, that's like, how do you police a industry that I'm not saying everyone's corrupt, but a lot are. I'm like, what? Like that alone makes me go like the level of hypocritical behavior is unreal to me. And when I was younger, I didn't know about I mean, we knew there were issues, but not to like the level that I know now. Like to the point where I was like, "Oh my god, I'd rather be in my job for the rest of my life than." I don't know. I felt like there was just so many lies about like how to be successful and da 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 da. It's way deeper than that. It's not luck. It's really serious. I feel like if you're going to be part of the industry, including social media, because they're coming after social media people now, you really have to be grounded with God and yourself, and you have to be uncomfortable that you may be doing customer service jobs to keep the lights on, but as long as you're doing something that makes you happy, that's the real joy. Some of us, or most of us, will not be able to do art as a living. Doesn't mean you don't try. Of course, you should try. There are good artists out there who don't do these bad things to be in favor, but they struggle. It's different and it takes longer to get there. Um, It's crazy. It's just crazy. And I commend those who have chose to do it the hard way. They call them, C actors and B, the C and B group. But
Hmm.
it's okay to do it the hard and long way. Don't
And
take shortcuts.
shout out to the independent artist
Yeah.
that is TJ Terrell is, I think maybe Austin. I'm gonna say Austin.
Do you
Uh,
know if PJ's independent?
hmm He
Okay.
has his own label that he like puts his music out under, and then Terrell be doing he be doing everything. He be doing piano, guitar, vocals, background vocals, harmonies, all of it.
So they stay strained to tarnish Michael's legacy. Well, one of the theories, and I don't think it's a theory, one of the reasons why Michael gets attacked the way he gets attacked, um, it's a black man with so much influential power, even in death. Me as a human being don't understand the black and white thing or the light skin dark skin thing or the Spanish, like name the thing, blue eyes versus brown eyes. To me, if you're a dope person, dope human, I'm rooting for you. Anybody knows my squad is Jewish. They're black, they're white, they're young, they're old. Just have a cool vibe. That's all I'm asking. You don't have to be a Stranger Things fan or a Michael Jackson fan. Just be cool and have integrity. Um, and some people, what they link to sometimes is race or religion or whatever makes you feel comfortable. But at the end of the day, as a human, I don't understand why does it matter that a black man does have this power? Who cares? That's how I see it. And what I love about the MJ fandom, again, we're not perfect either. We have our own skeletons in terms of relationships with people outside of our culture sometimes. But overall, MJ fans still have more of our diversity than most fandoms, like a real diversity. And some of his biggest advocates don't look nothing like him. These are great, just moonwalkers that do understand the problem with his legacy, and they're doing their best to fix it. Too many people are aware of the things that we are doing now, and they shut the epi. Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Who came up
Um,
with that nickname EpiPen?
EpiPen, I think I got from. I remember I was following a big story that happened last year, and I think that's how they were handling the name. So, we can't say the real name, so we just call it EpiPen. See, that's what's up. Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, but they were that initial post. It was like, "Ooh, this looks hot, like hot news. Let's throw this up there
But
with the
remember, who
censoring
can
and
who
all."
controls the news? The same monsters that been mess. You know what I'm saying? Like there's an ecosystem.
Hmm.
So even the journalists that know something's wrong, they still got to read the script. If the script says we're gonna like put out this fake picture and claim somebody was on the EpiPen, you know, insanity, you really can't speak. And for those who have spoken out, they got fired. You know, like for those who had the integrity, they're not working at these places anymore. You
It
got
was
to
like
read the script.
a lot of those blog pages, those quote unquote news pages. They just threw it out there when they thought it was going to be hot news, or when it looked like hot news at first. But once they saw we wasn't taking the bait, they were like, "Oh, okay. Actually, this is what it really is. It was just a mistake, misunderstanding, a mix up." Yeah, because y'all was getting pushback. They'll put it, whatever will go in their favor, and whatever will push them out there, whatever put them on top. That's what they put up. That's what they post. That's what they upload and stuff. And you just can't trust it. Most of it you can't trust.
And it looked believable. That was the scary part.
What I didn't like, they intentionally manipulated that the black squares to make it seem like there was some individuals in distress. What?
Make it
I
make
said, ain't
sense.
no way. And then the unidentified, or they said so and so's. This is so and so, and an unknown person.
Unreal.
Hello, this is a fellow legend right there. What do you mean unknown person?
They try to make his
Let's
own
go.
kids look like, of course we didn't know who that was back then. But it was just like those are his what it was just crazy.
But the thing is, it was a political rally to promote and uplift people to vote, and the pictures were on Getty Images, y'all. They were on Getty Images. The pictures from that event was on Getty Images. Getty Images.
So that was even sloppy that you went about that route. Because it's like because of the technology that we have now, things like that can be traced much faster. And whoever who made those connections was just like, "Oh, you must have forgot AI existed." Like it's different. Like no, we have the human computer Tori, yes, but not, this, sometimes so impressed with AI and how things can get found faster. It was a Democratic fundraiser at the Apollo Theater.
Yeah.
Wow, real news doesn't exist. It never did. Um, when I went to college, I had such an appreciation for learning because I'm not going to say the professor's name, but some of our professors did not. They didn't follow the script. They spoke the truth. And already told us like your textbooks are lies. This is lies, and I need you guys to learn to like see past that. I recognize history was alive from the whole Thanksgiving drama, and that's when I was like, this is BS. Like as a kid, I recognize that being BS. But when you get older, then someone can teach you the tools. I know my mom did her best. She had books. She spent a lot of money on educating us privately with books and stuff. But there's so many things to be unlearned and still unlearned for us to move forward. And so, though the system's designed to keep you sick, to keep you weak minded, to keep you confused, for you to fight over skin color and eye color, like this is, if we were really to like be in tune with humanity for real, a lot of things could not exist. Um, Success is based on your ability to exploit others and oppress others. This is not overall, but the foundation of consumerism and stuff is based on exploitation, and it's to this day the biggest reason why we can't unite, because we got to get the latest and greatest $500 headphones instead of like putting our foot down when things are not produced properly, or we rather just be comfortable and complacent. I'm very guilty of that. I'm not above it, but at least as I'm getting older, I'm recognizing like how a lot of us are still not where we need to be. We need to like start being comfortable with just being grateful for what we have and stop looking at other people's success um to measure our success. Success is the minute you say, I'm going to do something better for myself today, whether it's, drinking something healthy, or decluttering your space, or learn a new skill set. Like all of us are, well, this person has a better house, or this person, stop comparing yourself. Sometimes people are doing things that they shouldn't be doing to get that stuff. Did you ever see the social media people that were like busted for, how like you have some certain people that will give money to people, and they come to find out like one person was scamming people and he was giving them money he scammed to his followers. And I mean, they were exploiting even social media people. So in other words, don't believe the hype. Like
Mhm.
nothing is what it seems. So, I mean, some of you guys know I have a new channel and it shows like my real life outside of, the well curated backgrounds. I show like not all of my house, but most of it. It's a hot mess in here because it's a hot mess inside. I'm still dealing with stuff, and then for many years not dealt with it, and it just got to what it is now. So, and I only did that because a lot of people are like, oh, you're so lucky. I think the only thing I'm lucky to have is that there is a level of joy in me that is organic, and I've been able to push through a lot of weird stuff. But it's just like, nah, man, like I struggle. Str- I struggle like you guys have no idea, like on so many levels. But it's just like you have to pick how you're going to navigate through bad stuff. We
Hmm.
all go through it, whether it's stuff that happened in our past or stuff that's happening right now. Yeah, it's called Mirrors of My Mind. I ain't gonna lie, I'm so embarrassed by how bad this place got. MJ Fangirl came to my house once, and at the time when she came, it was the beginning of the chaos. And I'm like, but it's gotten way worse since you came here. It's so bad now. It's like stuff everywhere. Oh, that's cool. Say hi to MJJ Anonymous. It is. It is. If I had to compare myself to my friends in our age group, so Gen X, you know, we're in our late 40s, or I think it goes up to 59 or 60. So usually in that age group, you're really established. Child, I am like 10 to 15 years behind. I can't catch up with people to that level. I chose to live my life my way, whatever makes me happy. But sometimes, your family members or your friends will be like, "Oh my God, you're still in retail. Oh my God, you still don't have a husband." Like it'll be stuff like to try to mess with you, and I'm like, at least I'm happy. Like that's one that I can say. I wouldn't change much about my life. I wouldn't. Like I never define happiness by the expectations of what society wanted me to be. I'm happy for those who do find happiness in that. Like my mom wanted to be my mom. My mom loved her life, and that's the road she chose. But I never found her life. I was like, oh, this is too much work, bro. Like, motherhood's tough. It was not for me, but I love mothers. I mean, I'm a mother figure now, but it's still not the same as being an actual mom. It's tough, yo. It's tough. And the more I'm in my mom's feet, like shoes, the more I realize my mom was a superhero this whole time. And my dad, I don't give her enough credit. But I think mom gets more credit because she came about it in a loving way. Dad was tough. Dad was Joe Jackson tough sometimes. You'd be like, Dad, why? But I think dads are designed to do that to make you tough for what it's worth.
Hmm.
It's your life, and that's why you got to do exactly. Exactly. You know what's crazy? Now that I'm like 100 years old, I would entertain motherhood now, but I would have to find a husband like yesterday morning and see if there's any eggs left. Like it's like at this point. But I had to go through a lot of stuff to be the kind of mother that I needed to be if I chose motherhood, if that makes sense. There's no way young Trish would be a good mom. I was too selfish. And I would be like the worst enemy to my child in the version that I was when I was younger. Um, and so, the good thing is most of my boyfriends do come with children, so I get to be an extended mom for what it's worth. But it's it's tough to be a parent. It's tough. I don't know how people do it without losing it. I'm so sad the media is still selling lies about Michael. I can't. Yeah, I just don't know why though. I mean, they tried it with other celebrities that had scandals, like without saying names. Take that, take that. I think they were trying to use that person as a distraction. It just didn't work for those who understood what I just did. I was like, y'all tried it, but there's clearly bigger fish to fry. And have you noticed in a recent scandal, some of the fish were called out and they're still being untouched. And I'm like, bro, that's what real power is, when you have way worse accusations than people that have gotten caught and no one's even talking about it. That is like, ho ho. And allegedly, those are there's receipts on the people they're talking about. Everybody's being quiet. So I was like, I don't think people are being quiet on purpose, though. I think that they can't speak. And that's the problem. So what do? We make up a salacious story on someone that passed away almost 2 decades ago, and everyone's going to fall for it. Not. um, Let me see. Somebody wrote something earlier. Okay, Tiffany, I definitely will read that in a second. Oh, thank you. This has been my whole mood. I wore Grinch stuff the whole season. Super grumpy. Super grumpy. I'm like, no way. Um, Let me see something. So in case you missed, because Tori wasn't in this part, so I can do this part without her. In case you missed it, our last live was highlighting the Michael Jackson references in Stranger Things. And the only reason why I made that a big deal, the show takes place in the 80s from 83 to now 87, and there wasn't any references. So if you saw that live, you'll come to learn that the people that were producing the show, the Duffel brothers, they did try to get Thriller and some other stuff in, and the Michael Jackson estate was charging too much money for it. So now we got a new reference called Rockin' Robin. Jackson 5 was mentioned, The Wiz, Diana Ross. So that was cool that they finally found a way to get. I was like, Michael Jackson literally defined the 80s. Was it the only person? No, we'll give a shout out to Madonna and Cyndi Lauper, and there's a couple of awesome people, the Police, you know, but Michael, not to be mentioned, was the biggest issue. Uh, Top celebrities were featured in this 80s, nostalgia type of show, and Michael wasn't. And so they fixed that problem. However, I think I'm the only person that is kind of curious, is Thriller going to be still featured? And so I put something up today. We showed in that dual live that there is evidence that Thriller might still show up. Like, for example, Target had placed the Thriller album inside the Stranger Things setup. And then one guy's like, And then there was somebody who saw Thriller was on the Spotify Stranger Things playlist, and now it's gone. So episodes, I believe 5, 6, and 7. I don't know if there's an 8 tomorrow, or actually later on today, comes on today. I will be looking for that Thriller reference if they're going to be able to pull that off. But there's no mention of Thriller. But like I said, there were two slip ups with Target and Spotify, and we're hoping that's the Easter egg that we need to know that Thriller's coming. And it's not a slide for this, but if you guys are going to see Stranger Things in theaters in New York City, we have plenty of seats still. My theater sold out. My theater sold out real quick. But I will
Wait, to
be
see
dressed.
what in theater?
Huh?
To see what in theaters?
Oh, Stranger Things, the finale.
What? They'll put that on in theater?
Yeah. You buy a $20 non-refundable voucher and you get to see it on a big screen. I wouldn't consider myself a Stranger Things fan, but it's like a show that I just would like to know what the hell is this about. No pun intended. It's like, what is this? Like, they give you Easter eggs to the why and then this, that, and the third, but they haven't told us what the upside down. I mean, it does look like hell, but is it hell? Because they're going back and forth, literally. So I'm like, there's no way you can do that unless you're a demon. Um, yeah. So it's a cool, horror sci, like sci-fi kind of thing. But yeah, you know, let me see. Oh, what's up? What's up? What about baby boy?
What about us? What about us?
So we also mentioned the Thriller challenge. I know it's weird to talk about this when we had a huge victory, but Tori, do you want to go? You want to refresh people about the victories we got for 2024? Oh, 2025, my bad.
Sure. Let me see if I can pull it up.
All right.
All right. Thriller Challenge 2025. Our biggest, we're almost to our goal. Our biggest one was getting into the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. We're in number 10. And I believe Michael is the only artist to have a top 10 song. This is for the United States, but a top 10 song in six consecutive decades. I think that's how it goes. So he's holding a record currently. And then another big, I guess you could say, reach. Not necessarily like a goal, but when the Thriller song was originally released in the UK, it hit number 10. But then with this recent Thriller challenge, it hit a new peak at number 9. Um, and then we also got, which this is the Billboard Global 200. So this is the world chart. Overall, worldwide, Thriller was number 18. Um, and then Apple Music, which was the original goal, was just to top Spotify and Apple Music. We reached that goal. They decided to extend it. And mind you, this is a fan driven thing. It was a fan. It's always been a fan driven thing. I just want to put it out there. Um, but the people who were working behind the scenes on the Thriller Challenge and organizing it, they said, "All right, let's go ahead and extend it, make it into the full week." And I'm glad we did because it got into number 10. Best Halloween song. Forget mashed potatoes because they always try and come at us. Monster Mash. Monster Mash ain't even that good. Ghostbusters is better than Monster Mash. Okay,
Fags.
and then they have a hip hop R&B section, and within that section they have their own different charts. So I want to say, in 4 of those charts, Michael topped it, and then I think one chart he got into the top 3, and then there might have been another one. I'm trying to see if there was another one. I think that was just it. Um, yeah, that was all. I mean, there was more. Like I think he got higher on the charts in Canada. Nah, but they be trying it with mashed potatoes. Like I remember they tried to sabotage us year 1. I said, "What's all the hype about Monster Mash?" Suddenly,
Um, the powers that be try to make it something that it wasn't. And it's funny, if I'm not mistaken, that song was featured in something like with pop culture, like a Stranger Things kind of thing. And I was like, I guess they thought because it was in something like that, that it would kick off. And I'm like, sometimes things do. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Stranger Things makes a lot of things pop off. Like songs that I don't remember from my childhood, they were like, or things I did remember. It got like, for example, Diana Ross "Upside Down" is crushing it on TikTok right now. Like
mm-hmm.
everyone's like, because first of all, it's probably new to a lot of people, and then it kind of matches, like in Stranger Things, wherever whatever they're in, it's called the Upside Down. So they were like, no way. So that was clever. Like the Duffel Brothers, I don't know what their background is. I didn't do research on who they are or in the industry, but they really have a good sense of pop culture, specifically in the 80s. And so one of my coworkers, she's a few years older than Tori. She was asking, was the 80s really like that? And I'm like, depends where you were. So we live in the city slash suburb area of how I grew up. It depends where you live. Like someone in the city has a whole different experience. So I don't have 100% suburb experience, but my pastor's kids did live in the suburbs, and it did look something like that. Malls, because where we live is far from us. When we got to go, yes. super cool. Like the mall was the coolest place on the planet to be. Like anyone, I mean, that's where just everyone hung out. The clothes, the fashion, but it's different from where you're from. It's different if you're black. It's different if you're white. A lot of you, I said it before. Most of the people that I grew up with were white or Spanish. I barely grew up with any black kids until like junior high school and high school. But it just depends on, I guess, what culture. Like that's another thing. Like the songs that I love from the '80s are not surprisingly R&B songs. It's a lot of like alternative songs. So I think it was called new wave and that kind of stuff. So it, yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's a cool show though. It song wise, it triggers a lot of good memories. That's what's like, where's Michael Jackson? Where? Um,
Where
we
is my
did speak about the EpiPen thing, but we will be talking about it again. So um just call it EpiPen though. So um
epi?
so what's one thing I want you guys to be aware of. Station Head is a 24-hour thing. We have a few DJs. Our main three DJs pretty much whatchamacallit, they spin music 24/7. And as long as you're on the Moonwalker station, if one DJ comes on, it just kicks to another. We're not running a challenge, but if you want to get familiar with the culture of Station Head, it's how we chart music. It's how things effectively get done. Did the biopic trailer help? A little. Actually, probably a lot, but not as much as you guys think. That was definitely fan driven.
Yeah,
Because
because
a lot
when
of people
did
probably play more Michael's music, but not that specific single. Like that's not Thriller the single. That's Thriller the actual long form version. That's fan driven.
when did it start? We started October, so we started Friday, and then we went to what would it have been? Would have been Thursday, the next Thursday.
That was not on Thriller Wing Week. That's what people are not understanding because they're like, oh, it tried it because it was Thriller
Yeah,
Wing. And I'm like, no,
no, because the teaser came out. What was it? The sixth.
the day before. Yes,
It was it. Okay. Yeah, so the sixth, the teaser came out, and that was the last day of us doing the challenge. And mind you, I don't know what was in the air, but the reason why we weren't initially gonna go the whole 7 days is because we will be starting it on the 31st. Who wants to keep who like but after that people are not gonna be wanting to play Halloween music, People normally when we would have it during the week and then we had our peak day on the 31st. Afterwards, we would still be going, and then it would just fall off. People would fall off. People would just stop streaming. They were ready for Thanksgiving. They were getting ready for the Christmas mindset. But this year, it just kept going even after. But maybe it's something there. Like George said, Michael is back. Like
yeah, heck yeah.
uh, I'm seeing the way people are defending him. The
Mm-hmm.
teaser, I think, even though it sucks, I think a lot of media or blog outlets that try to have it out for him just because it was popular, they're trying to switch up. But either way, it was positivity. We debunking lies. Um, I'm here for it.
I feel like I call it the fake justice bloggers. If you want to like make a real impact for celebrities that are not doing good things, then why don't you go after people with evidence? You guys never do it. There's one vlogger, I give her props. I'm not going to say her name. I give her props because the way she exposes the industry puts her in a lot of danger in real life. Her, that person I'm not talking about. I'm talking about all the people that legitly go after like the dumbest things. And I'm like, going after Michael at this point has gotten to like one of those dumbest things. Like it how many times are we going to present he's innocent? Like how many? And then like the fact that he passed away like unfortunately almost 2 decades ago, just a long time ago, makes me wonder who is the real monster you're trying to cover. That means the bigger monster or the real monster is clearly still alive.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, this is still a tactic. So it's I don't want to get too down this rabbit hole because it puts me in danger too. But I'm just asking you guys to just start connecting the dots. And I think that's why things got exposed much quicker with the EpiPen BBS. Because they were like, okay, this is someone that's used this tactic before, and they were hoping it worked again. Um it's not the new monsters or the baby demons. This is something that this worked before. Because I was just like, wait a minute, if you're using this tactic, you've been around for a minute, maybe 4 decades at this point, plus. Crazy, but it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna cancel such and such. But you're not gonna cancel blah 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 who's legitly like with receipts. There's a story that's so explosive right now that you could tell if they keep digging, it's going to affect politicians. It's going to affect people, obscene, leaders. Like it's a scandalous story. It is so crazy. I had to unplug. It was messing with my mental health because it was just letting me like realize like everything about this industry has been smoke and mirrors to the point that it's disgusting. Like it was just like holy. It was too much to have learned within a year. I was like, I can't follow this anymore. I know enough to know if I see certain people in certain settings to get the hell out. Like like if I see you at an industry party, peace out. I'm out. But someone said it, but I won't put it up. But it's crazy. But I really feel like it's way bigger even than that. Like big, big. Like dangerous big. So I don't know. But we'll definitely bring it back for the open discussion. It's definitely coming up in a second. Um, so I asked you guys on all my socials what was your like dream Michael Jackson gift. I should have said Jackson family. I wasn't thinking, but some of you guys have put your stuff up for your wish list. We'll actually start with someone who actually answered. Tiffany said, "Tick Chop Shop has a Mike MJ blanket and a calendar, and I low key want to buy it." So that's her wish. Um, I'll star that baby boy for sure. Did you have a wish, Tori? A Jackson family wish or a Michael Jackson wish?
Um, Let me pull up my list. Because I have a whole list. Let's see if it's in here.
I need to take notes.
For Michael Jackson slash the Jacksons. Ooh, I really like the books. Like, I still have a lot to get. Like the conspiracy book by Aphrodite Jones. I think that's on theme. Um, I would like that. Um, Paul Dwyer, he has another book. Like he has a humanitarian book. Then he got one called the MJ Journal. And I think it was a timeline about his life. Of course, physical formats of things. I would like vinyl. But that's all I can think of.
On the official MJ26 calendar, it's crazy. I don't know if what I want. I think me decluttering has me in a minimalist mindset again. So I just be like, mm-mm. Michael Jackson or Jackson Family. You know what I want, but I don't know if I should say it because it didn't sell out yet. But it's
What?
from TJ Jackson. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh,
There's something I wanted. I meant to get it, but my money hasn't been where it needs to be yet. I was like, as soon as I sell more eBay stuff, I sold almost 300 and plus dollars in stuff. I'm like, you know what? I want to get that item because usually I get all TJ stuff in real time, but this year's been cray cray. But yes, there's a TJ item I want for Christmas gift. Hopefully I'll get it first in January. Hopefully it won't sell out. Um, people people are very lazy in general, but we'll bring that up for sure. So you guys had some cool ones. I want Moonwalker on VHS, Bad album on vinyl. You know, someone gave me a bad tape cassette for Christmas today. And well, I could tell you what I brought myself for Christmas because I had Amazon. First of all, let me thank you guys for using those Amazon links to buy your merch. So I got a small check for that, and then I had some other stuff, and I got me a boombox because I'm thinking about bringing a boombox to the movie theater. But I'm like, am I going to get in trouble for being the auntie of the group, bringing a boombox? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I still want a boombox because you know how I always talk about how I want stuff to play stuff. So I was like, cassette player, good price, $52. Like I said, a little bit less because you guys, I got an Amazon check. But the point is, I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then the person, what I really would like though, is Diana Ross upside down if we're going to the theater, but whatever. I couldn't find it. So, and I'm like, I wonder if my mom had it because I have my mom's collection, but I just haven't been able to go through it yet. But I was like, no way. But yeah, a bad Vine app. Oh, I can't see that thing because I have a slide. Let me just blow this up. Maybe I could do it this way. Nope, still can't see it. What? Can you see it?
which one?
Oh, I see it. Michael Jackson stuff and Michael Jackson vinyls. I might have some big giveaways when the biopic comes out. Like I've been on eBay. We'll get back to this because I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to be. But I think I'm going to have like random meetups. And instead of selling on eBay, just meet up people and say, you know what, this is what I'm giving away today. I have so much, like an overflow. Because, like, sometimes I get a gift and then I have two of something. And then plus my mom passed away. She had her own MJ. So it's like things that are double. I could just be like, hey, meet up time. Let's watch the biopic, pick up some stuff. Let me see if I could blow this up. To visit America to see Michael memorabilia in museums, but no, no one to help me. I wish that for you. Never limit yourself. I've learned a trick. It's gonna be a while to master it, but we'll talk on how you can get past obstacles like that. A really good rock with you video, MJ doll. Heck yeah.
What?
Now this person came correct. They said, "Here's my list," and they put it on my TikTok talk. They said, and you know what? This brings me to like what I've learned about the power of words. Like that's why I've been a little bit kinder to myself. Even if I don't like something about myself, I try not to like hone on it anymore. Like start speaking positive things. I'll use my own Jackson family journey and Tori's as well. There's no like people thought I had like the balls like the of the Lulu Central to want to meet those Jacksons, and they were like, there's no way, you don't have money, you're never gonna go, you're never gonna meet them, never, 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 never. Well, well, almost 2 decades later, and I'm still in customer service. I still make under six figures. I'm still struggling. I've met almost the entire family, have some of the most unique memories and special memories of my life. And I know you're like, well, some people will be like, well, what's the big deal? The whole point of having the audacity to make a wish is like you put energy to it and you just see how it unfolds. It makes life exciting. Some things come true, some don't. I still haven't met Randy Jackson, but hey, I got like a real awesome one-on-one conversation. I couldn't tape it. That was the only condition. With Latoya Jackson, I've had conversations with other people. Rebe Jackson, that was on tape. I will share it one day. Just beautiful memories. And so then I said, well, I'm going to apply it to something ridiculously hard. God opened up a door so big this year that I have a video of me crying. I'm going to share before the year's over, crying. And so when I speak to my siblings, I'm like, just don't say it. Say a date. Say when you want this to happen. And like, so now I want to like, again, I'm not going to share what I'm after, but I've learned if you want something, start putting forth. You want to be healthier, even if it's 10 pounds a year. Imagine if you lost 10 pounds a year. 5 years from now, you're going to be 50 pounds smaller. And some things take a long, 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 long time, and some happen overnight. But, if you want to come to America, start putting effort. Stop buying silly things. I know Tori goes on these situations where she doesn't buy things for a long time. Why? Because Tori would rather travel. Um, I know this year I didn't travel at all, and I financially it was the best decision ever for me. I learned a lot of skills from my everything. Even though my AI is looking janky still, I learned that like in a matter of like 2 weeks recently. I was bored and I said, "Oh, what's this?" Ciao. Wait till I can afford like the real AI programs. Everything that I'm using is free. And I'm just like, oh, so what does this do? Oh, if I put this here, then that makes it animated. And I'm like, these are all free things anyone can do. So it's just like setbacks is God saying you're not ready for it or redirection. And you still have to have like, even though there's power in the mind, you also have to put effort to it. Do you guys really want to do, let's say heal Los Angeles or visit New York or whatever? What are you willing to sacrifice to get there? And please don't do illegal weird stuff either. What legal stuff? I gotta be very specific. What you're willing to do to get what you really want? You know, it works. The power, the mind is powerful. Of course, God still got to co-sign this, but I think God rewards people that are consistent, that work hard, and they're determined. I mean, that's just my testimony, but Tori's the same. Like, she took a risk on something. We met each other at an event. For some reason, we clicked really well out the gate, which is not my normal, by the way. And now she's like an awesome, unexpected YouTube partner. So you never know if you just, you know, I don't
Yeah.
know. You never know what can come if you put effort into what you really, really want. You want to add to that before I go to the next slide?
Yeah, I was just gonna say specifically about that trip because I remember the person was saying that they want to go travel and see like the Michael memorabilia or the Michael sightseeing places. I remember I had to start. I was delayed. Like I remember, let's see, I had been a fan for years. I'm not even gonna count right now, and I hadn't been anywhere yet. And then I remember I was like, I heard about this one thing, the birthday event. I want to go, and so I did whatever I could, saved, ate cheap, which was a big sacrifice. But it worked. I ended up being able to go, and I feel like had I never went on that trip, stuff would not be what the way it is now. Two people. I met Trish being one of them. I met two people that I'm really close to right now.
Mm.
And I don't think had I went on that trip that it would be like this.
I think it would be a whole different life for you, be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the trips that changed my life was going to that Havenhurst house. Um, Rocky was the reason why we ended up going. And at the time, we had the money because that's when we had all that stimmy money, and we were lucky. We got back to work quick. We didn't stay out of work long, even though I got paid way more to stay at home, but that's a whole different gripe. Um, what was another factor? So we had stimmy money. Um, we got paid well to stay home, and a lot of us had stashed our money. And so the party came. I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of money. I was freaking out. And there was a butterfly effect that I think changed my life. Just like everyone has a trip that changes something like big. Um, I don't know. I mean, it really does start with Latoya though, because Latoya was the first Jackson. Super sweet, by the way.
Hmm.
Super sweet. Um, and I mean, you have if you're meeting fans, other moonwalkers, be mindful that first impression is a lasting impression. So if you're going to be that person that's going to be negative or rude, or don't go out. Seriously. You know how many times I didn't show up because my mindset wasn't right? And then I said, you know what? Because I mean, my friends can tell you, especially my sisters, I have a very, very mean side. Formal mean girl, formal cheerleader, stereotypes. I'm that chick. So some of that is still in me. And so when that mean girl comes out, I just don't go out, at all. Even today I felt it coming out and I said, you know what? I'm gonna lose money to work. There's no way I could be a good customer service person and I'm this irritated. So you just gotta know when you and some because unfortunately you come to these events just unhinged, or sometimes you're focusing on, let's say it's MJ Fangirl, you're trying to be a friend. Don't ever come to an event trying to be someone's friend. Come as yourself and organically let your people find you. Um, I don't know. It's scary. I mean, I get it. There's so many people I wanted to be, friends with outside the MJ circle, in the Star Wars circle. And I was just like, in real life, how does that look? You don't know me and I want to be your friend. Like based on what? Because we like Star Wars? You just gotta let things form on its own, you know? So I don't know. Oh, I hope you get something. Keep us posted with that. For sure. I've been looking, well, again, I can't say much, but it's a tough job market. I'll leave that there. But you're gonna get that job. And if you don't get that job, it's because God's going to give you a better job or a better opportunity. But we're still rooting that you get something that's going to work for you soon, for sure. We already covered the wish list. Oh, my bad. I saw another wish. Um, I tried to get the vinyl. Yeah, I think we're at that same vinyl. I'm like, no way. I got all TJ stuff except this one thing. So here's an extra last minute gift idea. Um, I gotta say that one beautiful magical Christmas song is missing in MJ's catalog. I can't. I can see that song blow up every like all I want for Christmas and last Christmas. Oh, okay, I butchered it up big time. So, if you're trying to buy gifts specifically for a Michael fan, I went with Michael this year because we have the biopic and there's this big resurgence of Michael media. A lot of you guys, whether you're fans forever or just coming back into the fandom or new, you're like, well, what do I get a Michael Jackson fan, especially if they have everything? Specifically catered to the whole biopic theme. Um, they have you can get them KFC and White Castle gift cards. And before you go, what the hell? First of all, they have a digital format. It is a Michael Jackson reference, specifically KFC. And the White Castle connection is from the Jackson book that came out, the Jackson Legacy book that came out a few years ago. Jackie writes, and I'm just going to just read to the part where it says White Castles. We go to White Castle Burgers on our way. We love those small burgers. We get home very late on Sunday night around 2 in the morning, and we had to take our instruments out. So basically, after they did their gigs, they would get White Castles. White Castles, and I'll try to confirm that in the near future because I have to go to the area soon. They had a vegan option as well. KFC, unfortunately, they took out the vegan chicken nuggets for those that are vegan like me. But if you're doing like an outing with MJ fans, some of us will be doing traveling or doing celebrations for biopic week. As much as I appreciate a restaurant, a lot of us, myself included, cannot afford restaurants. You guys order like a burger and fries, this should be $20. But if you do it in a group setting, it's going to be like 50 to $100 per person. We want the outings to be budget friendly if possible. And KFC and White Castles is a great place to do like a fan meetup and then tell people why we're meeting at these places. Um, and like I said, it's more budget friendly. It's just about being about the fandom and learning about each other. I have had so many Moonwalker dinners and lunches and brunches and picnics, and that's how I got to learn who some of you guys were. Um, but I'll be honest, I don't do well in a restaurant setting because the bill comes. I always buy a burger or fries, vegan or non-vegan. And I'm like, how did my $10 burger become $50? And I don't like, it aggravates me to share a bill and I only buy the same thing every time. So if you guys are like me, whether you got the money or not, like, because I was like, no. And I've always been very honest. I said, I'll pay it this time, but we won't be doing the restaurant thing again. I'm that girl. Hashtag mean girl. I wish I had everything. Uh, if I had enough money, I would buy everything at MJ Market. Heck yeah, they got a phenomenal thing. Did you know that Japan buys KFC every Christmas? No, I didn't know that. That's cool. Right, MJ fangirl? Listen, I'm one of those people, even if I was super wealthy. Now, if it's my sisterhood, that's fine. But I'm talking about strangers or even my own like inner circle or family members. There's always one or to four people that are buying drinks, appetizers, and everybody else is just keeping it like simple. And then you're paying way more than you're supposed to. And I'm like, no, yes, I can't. It irks me to tears, bro. And
Mm.
so MJ Fango knows I will speak my mind. I'll be like, oh no, y'all better get the drinks at the bar. Y'all better have your own tab there if we're doing a shared table, like, because it's just ridiculous.
Mhm.
Especially in New York, a group outing for my family, like like Calamar, what is it called, Calamine or whatever. It's an Italian place a lot of people like. The
Carmine,
bill, Carmine's, right?
I think it's what you said before.
That our bill was almost $700, my dude.
What?
So listen, I'm the only vegan. I swear I was sitting there like, shoot, I'm glad I had nothing to do with this. It was insane. And me being the person I am, I'm like, oh my God, I could have got an iPad or a camera. Like I start thinking of other things I'd rather have spent. They paid it, but I said, oh, well, I'm glad I had nothing to do with this. And honestly, I don't think it was alcohol. It was legit food. So not I. Other things you can give at the last minute. Now, this honestly, six is not the best thing because it requires so the Wonder Box is basically a way for you to get the tickets for Broadway for MJ1. But if you go on the website, sometimes there is a way to do a gift card thing, but honestly, Wonder Box is the best. Five is the Apple Music or Spotify gift card, so you can join the station head with us. Amazon gift cards, phenom. You could get Funko Pops. They have some awesome MJ reference clothes there. I got my Thriller jacket from. I got actually all my costumes from Amazon. Flight gift cards, JetBlue, Delta, that kind of stuff. Just make sure you know the person's favorite airline. Mine is Delta, thanks to MJ Fangirl. I'm spoiled to that airline. And Uber and Lyft gift cards. And the cool thing about Uber that's really, really amazing, you can give someone an Uber gift card and they can order food. So, maybe you guys might have a meetup somewhere and then you can say, you know what, let me have KFC, dropped off at the botanical garden or something like on that level. And then the number one thing is a no-brainer, movie theater gift cards. Anybody knows me
I was
personally?
just about to say that. I was like, I'm gonna wait though.
Yes, number one. Number one. Um AMC and Regals are the top two theaters in New York. A lot of you guys have Cinemarks outside of New York. Alamo's another one. We don't have a lot of Alamos here, but that is a popular one. And I mentioned all four of these places because that's where probably some of the exclusive merch is going to be. So if I were you, I would focus more on gift cards to these theaters. So your popcorn buckets that are probably going to cost you an arm and a leg in cups, food, or just gift cards. You can put it in a digital wallet, or you can just. I put all my stuff in digital wallets. So yeah, this is definitely biopic heavy. Now, honorable mentions: T.J. Jackson has some amazing merch on his website. Who else got stuff that it's worth talking about if you're a Jackson family fan?
You could buy someone a tarot talk.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna buy me one next year.
You should.
I think I
Oh,
know exactly what want to talk about with him. He's cool.
CJ does have gift cards on his website.
Yes,
Also, tarot. I think there he has a little bit of merch or digital songs you can buy as well. 3T's website has some stuff too.
and inside information from Taj. New merch is coming. Look out for that.
Woo, woo.
What else? What else? Austin Brown, at least the last time I ordered stuff, had merch. So I have the Austin Brown t-shirt. The vinyl I think might be gone, but Austin Brown has merch. PK might still have merch. Paris Jackson, if you guys don't know what that is. Um, that's it, right? For now. I'm sure Jafar is gonna have merch.
Better get ready.
Get ready. If you guys have to sacrifice for the next 3 months, like I might do a no spending challenge soon. Once the biopic tickets go on sale, though, and then take a couple of months not spending. Because this month I'm doing an eBay challenge, and it's a good challenge, but I noticed there's still stuff coming in the house. So it's like I threw away, I'm gonna say 15 boxes the other day. And I'm just like, but you ordered stuff, so the more boxes back, it's a mess. So I need to stop spending. But next time I do an eBay challenge, the challenge is not to spend and then post on eBay aggressively. But it's Christmas, so it's excused. Some of the stuff, it's company stuff I had to like do for my boss. But yeah, last minute, and most of these cards do have a digital format. And if you have the Amazon credit card, you can finance this, right? If you don't want any interest. And then you have, like, for example, let's say you buy somebody a $50 gift card. Then you're going to pay like maybe $8, $9 a month interest free for like 6 months. So, and again, if you're on a budget, just give a fellow moonwalker a $25 gift card. At least that's going to cover your movie ticket or a nice piece of merch at the theater. Um, is it crazy? I want to go to the premiere. No, own that. Notice I won't claim where I'm going to be because I want to be at the premiere, wherever state that's in.
What if
So
you know Hamilton, y'all? I just want to be in the room where it happens. If you get it, you get it.
well, I've done enough estate type stuff to want to be part of that. You get the special merch. Like anytime the estate does stuff, like everything's free. It's at least for a second, it's Willy Wonka. It's like we're just chilling. Like we went to Canada once, they gave us exclusive t-shirts and it's worth it. So it's officially open, even though it's very clear EpiPen is a hot topic right now.
Mm.
Um Getting back to what was written about an hour ago, they spread those photo. Okay, I could put this up. They spread those Photoshop edited AI photos endless. Yeah, desperate to assassinate his legacy.
Yo,
What
I
are you
saw
scared
one.
of?
I saw one that was just so diabolical. It
Mm,
was they threw Michael in a group picture with three convicted predators.
no way.
They did like they was just some group photo and stuff, and it was one of those. realistic looking AI pictures, but I mean, I knew it was fake. Anybody who has a brain should know that it was fake. Um, but I was just like, why are y'all trying to lump him in with these people? Like it was weird.
But
Like
see,
and I
but
had
then
a
the funny thing is though, they won't even talk about those people. If we're going to be those people, right?
well, they do talk about them. They are talking about the people that were in there, but they're the ones that are like hot in the news. The ones that's being I can't say the names. Good God.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the picture, so I don't know what they're
Should I
like.
say? Oh, should I talk in code?
Yeah, talking cold.
I believe they threw him. I believe it definitely was Pity, um, EpiPen, and Mister Stepping in the name behind a jail
I'm
cell.
I'm done.
That I think it was them three. And in my head, I had a split thought. I said, "Whoa, some people really do lump him in with folks like this because they still believe that mess." I was like, uh like to me it's just that's not him. Like I never met him before, never got to meet him. You could just tell like nah, that's not you. I don't know why people are so quick to believe it. And with him it feels like he's even if someone's not a fan, it just gets to a point now where it should feel like to people that they're using him as a scapegoat,
Exactly.
like the easy target, like the red herring in a freaking mystery. Like, oh, we think it's this, and then obviously not. Once the truth comes out,
I think the one of the biggest misconceptions about Michael is like that he had such a joy of children and had appreciate being around him. But I could just speak from my own perspective. I have a very similar personality, and sometimes when people do meet me, they're like, "There's no way, there's got to be something off about her." And I'm just like, I just enjoy being around kids, adults, and I'm guilty of it too. Our hearts are heavy sometimes,
mm-hmm.
and so I prefer to be around a lighter energy. Most of my friends are much younger than me. Um, and when I'm around my cousin's kids, like I'm hanging out with them and not my cousins. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
and there's nothing creepy going around. I just love being around children. They're just so organically, they're just pure. Like I finally got to speak. I don't know if I can say the name, but I still had to speak. Finally, got to speak to one of my friends' children, and it was just so beautiful just talking to them. Um, I don't know. I guess people don't understand someone like Michael because it's like, oh, why would you want to be around kids when when you could just, be with adults and, you know, I've been in the New York Hollywood scene, not LA. How many times can you go to an industry party, dress up, get drunk, forget what you did, and then of course it gets real, real different when you get behind, the VIP. I never got to be to the VIP side. That's saved for the video vixen type girls. But it's just like, but the point is, how many times can I do this? And so, could you imagine for a celebrity, how many times fill in the blank can we do this? There's just something about a water gun fight and simple, pure joy that appeals to even me. Um, like one of my cousins, she loves Disney, and I hope to go down to California just to hang out with her. Um, I don't know. It's just everyone has their own thing. Like a lot of people think it's crazy to be a Disney adult. And I'm like, I think it's crazy to keep chasing the same thing and hope you want different results in terms of like chasing a high or getting drunk all the time. I mean, people do it. I don't get it. I personally don't get it. I'm like, how many times can I get drunk and black out? Like how many times? So I mean, I was doing it for at least a decade. So I'm like, I speak on authority. It's just like just get bored of it. I find joy playing video games or hanging out. For Stranger Things at a premiere. Do I have adult friends, quote unquote adult friends? Sure, but I rather just have a nice night getting, movie girl wasted on some snacks and just chill out. I don't know. I mean, whatever makes you happy, but I think Michael's been demonized for not being quote unquote normal. And I'm like, well, so what's normal? I don't think it's normal being high every day, but hey, this is what we do. Like, because New York, we're a drinking city. We drink a lot, bro. Like, I used to drink every day of my life, drunk every day of my life. And then this one day I was like, this is getting kind of whack. Liver needs to breathe. Oh, look at all
Yeah.
these people for the premiere. Listen, y'all. Now, listen, I'm good at manifesting, but premieres are different. So, how we got to premieres have been pure luck. If I can help in any kind of way,
Yo.
I'll let you know. Um, Premieres is just divine timing, or Melanie, rest in peace. And so, I don't know, but hope whoever gets to go, tell us the details. I hope to be one of those people though. People are obsessed with Michael. They desperately want to destroy his legacy. Yes. Listen, I want you to follow any active celebrity story. There's a lot. I can give you at least 10, 15 people. There's eyes on them. And then when you dig, you're going to find other people are connected, other powers are connected. It's crazy dark. Like I had to step away from it because I was like, oh wait. Um, but I think it's just weird though that they're going after him. No evidence, and he's dead. So I'm like, that's the real issue. I was like, he's not even here. So I don't know. It's weird.
I think um like he was like an easy target because he would one he was so nice. Two, like you were saying, you like, you know, having fun, being childlike, being with their nieces and nephews or your little cousins and stuff like that. And that was him. That was him because I think, no, I don't know, this could be true for you, but in a way, like, he would see himself in them. Like, or it might be one of those things where he wants to make sure in some way, if he sees a kid in need or a kid that could relate to him, like a child star, that he could have been someone to at least bring them some normalcy or be a light, just so that they wouldn't have to go through what he went through. Now, unfortunately, some of them have went through hell. Some of them have probably even went through worse than what he dealt with as a child. Um, but at least he did that. And for people, for grumpy old adults and stuff, of course, they're going to try and spin it and turn it into something weird or nasty and stuff like that. And they don't even look into it. Like, there are people who have numerous stories, regular people. Oh, they were at one of the YMCA programs or at a school and they got to go to Neverland. But guess what? A lot of those times he wasn't there. He wasn't even there. You know what I mean? He opened up those grounds to random strangers just so they could have, even if it was just a day of fun, a day of normalcy, a day of being carefree. And they went and they spun the narrative.
Mm.
Would you? And meanwhile, they ain't even opening up their houses. They ain't even opening up their houses to shelter people, let people in. Some, and the thing is, they. How about we point fingers at like the mega church pastors? They don't even open up their doors to civilians during the
Mm.
natural disasters.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody called churches and was act just to do like a I guess a test where they were trying to see like, okay, like, oh, I have a child, I have a baby, I'm in need, and they was asking for diapers or something like that. A lot of them said, "Oh no, we can't help you."
Mm.
And these supposed to be the people of God. Now, don't get me that. Not every church is like that. Let me preface that. Not every church is like that. Definitely not. But Michael Jackson would have helped him. He would have helped him.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all just wanted to spin a narrative. He could have been trying to focus on helping more people, but instead he sent him here fighting legal battles that he didn't even have to fight.
I know from, like I said, from my experience, and especially the older I get, the worse this have gotten. And my grandfather's like me too, and my mom when she was alive. There's something that's demonized if someone still has a childlike heart. Most adults, I'm telling you, I'm gonna break down the conversations. Most of it is gossip, and it's not good gossip. It's like the stuff that you really can't say out loud. I find there's a bitter or grief, or trauma, or so I'm just gonna be at the kids' table, bro. I'm going to be at the kid. So children, what I find about children, specifically teenagers, they have such an optimistic view of life that I've never lost. And so, am I Delulu? 100%. But at least I got receipts. At least 80% of my stuff came true. Like 80, that's a high number. So you have to believe in what you're saying and know that you have the power to change what you want to change. So it's just like even if you fail, you still win because you're excited to figure out, Now I know from doing years YouTube for a year grinding, I learned things that are not working, that I have to pivot. But you're not gonna know what's gonna work or not work until you try. And that goes for those who want to be singers or artists or whatever. You fill in the blank. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Adults, I'm around somebody. I'm not gonna get too specific, but everything I say, they poo poo on. So guess what? I'm still gonna hang out with them, but I am not. I'm talking. I'm a dreamer with a non-dreamer. It's like speaking Spanish and English. You're not gonna see what I see. With the 80% of things coming true, I'm like, how many receipts I gotta show you? So instead of me being mad, listen, we have other things in common. We're in this. We're. Not, I'm a dreamer. I am a big dreamer. I will die as a dreamer, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm 100 years old still doing what I want to do, but it makes me happy. And most important, a lot of stuff does come true. And unfortunately, like people, I guess, get mad that you're still that childlike person, but you're older. No one should ever let that part of themselves die. That is the real magic. Because remember when you were little, you could thought you'd be an astronaut. Did anyone say, "Oh, Tori, you couldn't be an astronaut"? Eventually, they said it, but at least as a kid, they let it rock. They let you figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Something about adults who dream, they will poo poo. And I'm sure Michael's drawn to that beautiful, I could do anything energy. I could be anywhere energy. It's just kids and teenagers are my favorite humans to be around, especially teenagers. Like almost all my friends' kids, they talk to me and they know I get it. They know like whatever upsets them, I sincerely get it. And we just chat and chat and chat. I love it. I get to be the cool or crazy auntie, depending who you talk to. But I'm like, it's cool that a lot of people trust me to say things they normally wouldn't say. Because I still believe that anything's attainable, no matter how insane it is. It's like, you know what? If you believe it, I'm gonna believe it with you. And you're gonna make it possible. Um oh snap. Sorry. I did see Wicked for Good. I just saw it the other day. And I'm gonna see it again. It's probably the last movie I'm gonna see for the year. And Merry Christmas, Sophia. Oh, it's real early where you guys are. It's legitly Christmas in the UK. It's almost like 8 in the morning. Yes. Um, there are clear evidence of celebrities doing evil stuff, yet they walk freely. Something came up today that I'm not gonna get into, but I was like, yo, this person is powerful as hell. even with the person saying this person's evil, and everybody's like, I think you're lying, I think you're putting 20 on 10. I'm like, no way. So in other words, they're demonizing the whistleblower, not the person that got outed recently. And I'm like, wow. That's crazy. I don't know. I always will wonder though, what is the fascination with throwing stuff on Michael in spite of him being found innocent? That's my question. I mean, we have theories, some things we can't say out loud. Some of y'all know, y'all followed the whole leaving lies stuff, and stuff was exposed. That's why I said do your own research. You'll be surprised what came out of that. But it's just weird because I'm like, now we're 6, 7 years past that situation. This is still a situation. Disappointing, but it's telling that there's clearly something being done again.
Yeah.
And one of y'all mentioned it, but but I don't think that's the main bad guy. There's something big. The EpiPen story is epically scandalous. Epic. That might be one of the worst stories ever
Yeah.
that we know of.
Oh God. Yeah. No, it could be worse things.
Honestly, I don't want to know anymore. I'm over it.
Hmm.
Y'all gonna come to my house. It's just gonna be like a picture of a cross. Like I'm like so over it. Like I'm just, it's just disappointing in real life. That's why I was like, if you choose to do social media or go into entertainment, know where your soul is. Be grounded on certain things. There's just like, don't waver on things that you know that mean something to you. You know, we're not saying don't pursue your dreams. Just understand there's a cost to everything. So, my dreams can change. There's certain things I'm shifting because I'm seeing things differently. And that's okay to shift too. That's part of growing up. Not growing up, but just um that's the word I'm looking for. That's part of the journey. Sometimes what you want is not what you'll want in the end. It's all good. It's nothing wrong with that. But any other hot topics? I know for me this was the topic. I was like, bruh. I was gonna make it a separate topic, but I felt like AJ, I would feel better with AJ or Danny Wu. Like there's certain people I would want on the panel with me that's more versed in Michael's innocence than me. So I was like, nah. Because you already know the haters are gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Like it will draw the problems.
Yeah.
Same. That's a beautiful wish. And I think we're there, we're getting there. I think the ones who want to believe the lies, they're gonna believe it regardless. I don't know why, but oops, my bad. But I think that's it. I mean, we're gonna so next. I didn't do a slide for this, but next week I'm gonna do my best to do a dual live with Gadget Trish and I Love the Jackson family. I found a topic that I could share with both channels because my live journey actually started on Gadget Trish. Some of y'all like Bruce and stuff. You're the reason why I kept going with the live stuff. And it's funny, I used to mess up so much I had to take the lives down. I couldn't keep or take them down and edit them. It was it was funny back then. I was like, um I just don't know what time I'll be here. I'm supposed to be at Stranger Things in New York City, like the heart of the city, but I'm gonna definitely find a way to get home as soon as possible. But because we had the ball drop at 42nd, I don't know like how to go about it, but probably 12:31 I'll be live, New York City time, and we'll talk about some cool things. It doesn't have to be Michael or movie. It could be about resolutions and things that you want to do. Um, but I'm going to tell you from some, I'm struggling, like struggling. Worst financial year I've had in like 10 years. There were still some epic things to happen in the last, I'm going to say 6 weeks. everything I sacrificed paid off. So I'm asking you guys to start counting, start believing in yourself, and start giving yourself permission to like keep going, even if you don't. And this is what makes my channel so unique, especially like the smaller ones. Even if your channel's small or has like no views or low views, you only need one person to see the right thing. So in my case, several people saw the right thing. So I was just like, I don't know. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be like saying, bathrooms downstairs, elevators in front of you. It just means though something paid off. And so I'm asking you guys to start having faith in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And start giving yourself a chance to like do what you want to really do, whatever that is. Oh, good night, Georgie George. Merry Christmas. See you next year, literally. I'm sure Tori could attest to that too. Like we're considered small channels, but you just need the right eyeball on you.
Yeah.
Or eyeballs in this case.
Let's hope they got two eyeballs at least.
Right? So I think that's it. Anything else you wanna say?
Mhm. I guess technically it's Christmas. Merry Christmas.
It is. It's even Christmas for
Merry
you.
Christmas. Merry Chrysler. Or as Black people like to say, Merry Crema.
Oh no, someone's still in New Year's Eve. Oh snap. It's about to be Christmas though, for sure.
Merry Christmas Eve.
And I struggle how to title it, so I just went Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I'm like, it's Christmas for some of us, Eve for others. I know I'm gonna watch the rest of Stranger Things. I keep rewatching this over and over and over again. There's some things about that show that really works for me, and I think that's what I like. But you know, for us, Stranger Things fans, we are going hard for this day. We're just like, I think it's live at 8 Eastern Standard Time. So I already said, I got Uber money. I got an Uber gift card. I said I'm gonna jump in the Uber. Da, da, da. I may not even do Christmas food because I don't have time. Like I'm supposed to be cooking right now. I'm like, fresh pizza. Merry Christmas.
I have to make food tomorrow morning. Hold on, wait a second.
Hmm.
Something came out about the pen. Wait a minute.
No way.
Pen in the orange pill.
No way. Merry Christmas, lovely. Mm-mm. What's that saying? What's
Ooh.
done in the dark comes to light?
And literally, that's literally what's happening. So the orange pill administration made okay, so like you know how like you're on Google Docs or Word and you could highlight a word and like you can highlight a word and pick the highlight color. You can pick the color of the text. So let's say you make the highlight black and the text is black, meaning you can't see it. But if you run your cursor over it, it'll highlight that text in blue. Okay. So the Orange Pill administration, it had the redacted stuff in there, the redacted information, the redacted names. And instead of them just putting a block over the picture, they did the highlight thing. And people on Twitter and Reddit are able to get the documents, highlight over it, copy and paste what was redacted.
Mm.
So what dark is coming into light? What is in the dark is coming to light. Literally.
What's crazy? I mean, I can't speak on the epi situation, but just in general, I guess just a New York type of thing. Like you can get in trouble really quick and sometimes by accident, like trying to impress these people. And I make it doesn't even have to be industry people, New Yorkers in general. Like everyone's a celebrity in New York. That's why when we see like celebrities, we have almost zero reaction to them because everyone's a celebrity in New York. In other words, like we all think we're important. And so, and I'm sure for celebrities, it's even worse. So it's just like, listen, it's okay to go home before midnight. It's okay. I mean, I'll go to an industry party or industry situation, but I don't stay long at all. And like, bro, like lately, I just don't do anything. I just like movie theaters. We're good. Like, because anything could happen, or sometimes you're not aware of something. Um, I know in one of the stories that came out recently, um, people didn't know video cameras were around, and then the videos were being used to like blackmail executives and other people. It was just like really vicious how it was done. So it's just like you don't even know you're getting set up. What about baby boy rights? For example, there's many leaked videos of the top artists doing some wrong things to underage girls, yet they still one of the most listened to artists on Spotify, and people continue to ride for the exactly. So it's like
Mm.
I feel like some people have been set up or didn't know that like what was like if someone was underage or something, and there are some people legitly evil, and so it's a mixed bag of drama. The and then whatever's going on with the EpiPen, it must be bad because like they've been trying to make it go away, and the public's like, nope, we want more. But here's my question, public, as you're going for another witch hunt. If you get the answers that you want, are you going to change anything? Because most of the time you don't. Because then you'll be, like, oh, it's this person. I love this person. Oh, this person didn't do it. Like I said, something came out today, and they demonizing the person who said it. Oh, you're putting 20 on 10. Oh, the person's like, I have evidence. No, we don't believe you. Interesting. But circling back to Michael Jackson, um, he's was found innocent because he had the evidence proving he was innocent, or people trying to set him up, or people lie, da da da, and you still want to go after him. Why don't you just deal with the people that legitly have receipts? I dare you. Oh, that's my favorite movie star, so we can't do that. So you're gonna put it on Michael Jackson? That's not gonna work anymore. He's dead. It didn't work when he was alive. It definitely ain't working now. It's weird. If you did something really bad, I do believe we could all be redeemed by Christ. And I'm not even being funny or like, you know, but sometimes there are consequences for things that you did in your past. Just because, you could change your life and be a better person. It just looks like a lot of people made a lot of bad decisions when they were younger, and it's coming back to bite them in the butt, basically. And so I'm begging y'all, be mindful of your own personal choices, because it just takes one bad situation that can lead to stuff like this. So I'm like, I don't think all these people knew what was really gonna. It's just like, oh, I'm hanging out with and such is a monster, and you didn't know that. Actually, that's most of the stories. You thinking someone's mad cool, and they're just like, oh, you like to do this? No, cray cray. I don't know. Merry Christmas to us. I mean, actually, it is a Merry Christmas to us because y'all shut that down quick. You were like, no, better go after a real monster. I don't know if I read this, but people um have become a lazy that they don't even want to do basic research. It's not with the stuff we have now. It doesn't even take much anymore. It's way easier to research. Now the downfall is some of the AI stuff is fake, so there's that. But some things are easy to find, much easier. Ooh, yummy. Sounds delicious. I think I'm gonna make my Christmas food like when I'm off. I don't get off anytime soon. I'm just gonna probably just eat whatever. Like I'll try to cook. It's just I have to be at my family's place, or not place, just hospital. And I'm like, I don't want to be too late for that because you don't want the person alone for Christmas. So I don't know. Pizza's fine. Like maybe I could pick up food on the way and then just make pizza for Stranger Things. Cause I said me and my ex one time, we both had customer service jobs, and I'm like, we did Christmas like days later, and it was fine. But I think Christmas is a mindset, and right now I'm not even in a Christmas mood. You're a mean one. But I guess that's it, partner. Pasta Queen.
Sorry, I was doing some lurking about this stuff.
I see you. Oh, look, you're like the research queen.
I was like, ain't no way.
No, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have seen, but when I dig deeper, I discovered some leaked videos. No, I haven't saw any of those things yet. All they kept saying is like for example, one of the celebrities that are in trouble now. I think things are going to start fading away because there's so many other people connected to them. So they needed to stop. So now they're doing weird stuff like, claiming Michael Jackson had connections with EpiPen. Like you can tell they're trying to distract us. And I'm like, bro, these stories ain't going away. um, I know that it's funny. They have one of the best Christmas albums, but they don't celebrate Christmas. I know. This, especially, I'm from a religious family too. There's always contradictions, and it's not intentional, but it's just like, for example, I couldn't celebrate Halloween, but then my mom would let me watch certain things kind of connected to that, and I'd just be like, wait, what? It would just be like, I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean, as long as I get the gist of what my mom was trying to teach me, just be like, what? But yeah, and I know Austin Brown had a video on TikTok of saying how, like, his mom is definitely more traditional Jehovah Witness. So like Janet and Michael would secretly give him toys. I mean presents,
Oh
but wouldn't
yeah.
wrap it. Yeah. So it's ironic because I'm like, you can no, well, like I don't know. It was interesting, like, because I mean, I grew up really strict, but like, so we could never celebrate Halloween, specifically on Halloween. So, like, my church would let us do like a costume thing the week before, but there were certain rules, like you couldn't wear like monsters or things like that. So, but then we were able to do like a lot of stuff we watch has witches in it, but then my church doesn't allow witches of any kind. But like my family's big on Harry Potter, so like it would be little things that would confuse me. So I'd be like, "What?" Like, so like it's yeah, it's when we grew up though they weren't big about it's just a lot to be honest. But you figure it out as you grow up. You figure out what works for you and what doesn't. Everyone's paths are different. It's just well, my mom was strict though. I'm sure people who grew up in religious households can relate. Hey, Paige, what's up? Merry Christmas. Mm-mm. Like I know, certain moonwalkers won't do certain things without getting into details, and I respect it. I do. So it's just like no, whatever makes you feel uncomfortable, whether it be in a moonwalking, just thing, Star Wars. Like I like Anakin Skywalker, but I don't like Darth Vader. even though it's the same character. So you it's rare you'll ever see me with Darth Vader stuff on because I'm like, no, Darth Vader represents evil. I ain't representing evil. I'm here for the Jedi, you know. Um, I actually don't care about religion. I celebrate all festivals, and yeah. When it comes to religion, it can be very divisive, like politics. Um, it's to a point. I would say like religion's one of the things I hate talking about more than politics because people just weaponize it so bad. So I was just like, listen, like what do you like especially in New York, like people try to make you leave your current religion, and I'm just like, what are we doing right now? What is going on here? So like I'm glad people find connections with God and their path, but I don't like when we weaponize things. Like in general, just it's off putting. You know, we weaponize everything. It's like, what are we doing? Respect people's, walk with God. Some people don't believe in God. That's their business too. But it's just like, don't convince me to not do what I'm doing. It's just like I need to focus. I feel like if you're gonna focus on something, just focus on yourself. That's what just focus on yourself. Like, what are we doing? And it's constant. It's like, what? Could you imagine policing people's everything? Like it's just let people get there where they gotta get. Always tell people I'm ratchet. I won't be ratchet forever. I change every day. Get the word out on the 3T that the Identity album is on Spotify and Apple Music. TJ wasn't aware and it wasn't on Spotify. So if he wasn't aware, but it was there. I think Tori spoke about it. It was there,
It
no?
wasn't. It's
Or
not on
was it there?
anything. Mm-mm. I wonder if it's
Hmm.
something to do with the label or licensing
Right.
or something.
Hmm. And it's funny. I could have sworn I'm not the best DJ out of all of us because I did DJ the least, but still, I thought that was there. But you're like, no, it wasn't. Mm-mm-mm. It's probably a label issue because I'm sure they would want it on there. TJ actually DJs. I miss DJing, but he's life is life, and you got to deal with some bigger stuff. But we miss you, TJ. Mm-mm. Well, I think that's it for now. We're at our 2 hour mark, and most important, I'm tired. But I'll see you guys for New Year's Eve. Yeah. Even if I'm tired, I'll just say hi. But I'm sure I'll probably be all hyped up. And then I get to tell y'all if the whole Stranger thing was worth this insanity. My wish that the family is at peace and enjoy each other. For all MJ's legacy, I wish and hope for the majority of people will see and realize that Michael was a beautiful person. It could happen. It could happen. And I think it's going to happen as more stuff is being exposed. Because then you'll recognize what a real monster looks like versus a one that you created. I'm from India, and 99% uh, Indian politics revolve around religion. And it can get dangerous. Like, it can, like, I'm glad my church stopped. I'm not saying manipulating, but the church used to have it's when we were younger, like political stuff mixed with religion, and I'm just like, you know, but they don't do it anymore. But and this is why like you need to read your Bible or read whatever spiritual guidance books that you're reading and draw your own conclusions because sometimes you have very evil people in the churches messing it up for everybody and using religion to weaponize things and taint it. I don't care what your religion, whether you're Catholic, Jehovah Witness, Christian, Hindu, whatever. There's always someone messing it up. Like when we find the wolves in sheep clothing, we get them out as quickly as possible. But unfortunately, like these things happen. Um, it's important to have your own relationship with God and your own connection with God and stand on what you know is right for you. And what's right for me might be completely wrong for you. That's why I just focus on your own paths. Don't be like, well, oh, your skirt's too short. Don't worry about my skirt. Like, really don't. Like, I'm not worried about yours. Like, when you start connecting with anything in life, whether it's healing from something or getting a closer relationship, you will see what you need to see in your own time. And that's the end of it. Like, it's crazy. Like, oh yeah, I'm definitely from New York. I'm from New York. Um, Merry Christmas. Now this must be my people from Europe and stuff. Y'all are waking up. Yes. And most politicians do not have our best interests at heart at all. Um, sad. It's sad. I think it's sadder though when religious people play these games because it gets dangerous really, really quick. Because it might keep you from wanting to build a relationship with God. Um, but I speak on authority. Like there are things about my life that I might share. Um, sometimes me and God are not where we need to be. Sometimes I get angry. I was very angry when my boyfriend and mom died so close together. Like the biggest people I love were just gone like overnight. Very angry with God. And eventually I'm at peace. I understand that I couldn't be the version that I needed to be as a human as long as they were around. Even though I would want them around, there's always beautiful growth, even in the worst epic losses of your life. Um, but sometimes we get angry. Sometimes God takes our homes away, our health away, our money away. And I think there's lessons in tragedy. There's lessons in hardships. There's lessons in manipulative people in your life. But we need to start focusing on us. I don't focus on anybody no more. I have nothing to say. I mean YouTube, yeah. But in real life, I'm very quiet now. I just stay to myself. I gotta work on Trish. I gotta work on my own demons. I got a lot of demons in here. A lot of things I gotta work on. And I'm like, why should I be worried about what you're doing? I need to fix myself. And even if not me, God's gonna fix me. But I'm just saying, even when I get where I need to be, I'm not gonna worry about what you're doing. Just do you. That's it. Like that's the end of it. Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas. But that's one thing I can say. If you're on the path of doing better for yourself, don't worry about nobody but you. If you have good people in your life like Tori, that's great. But some of us don't find our Tories. Everyone's path is different. Most of the time, your path, you're going to be by yourself. It gets lonely sometimes, but I've gotten really good to talk to God. Like my prayer every day is for my sick relative. I don't even pray for me anymore. I pray for my sick relative and other people that are dealing with way bigger stuff than me. And it's just different. Focus on just being a better person. Don't worry about nobody else. And if you are in religious settings that are feeling manipulative, just pray that God will guide you to a better place that has God as the focus, not as, well, what's in it for whatever agendas they might be trying to run. It's crazy. But time like this, I watch the Tell Me What's It About part of Repeat with Maximum Value. I don't know that reference. Times like this, I watch the Tell Me What About. Are you talking about, oh, well, like the whole thing with Michael, like the whole, in what context? I'm taking this out of context. So is it like, so are you saying like, oh, for example, the Epi thing came out. So are you saying, oh, tell me what this is really about kind of thing mindset? Or am I just, this reference, I just don't know. With Maximum Value. Tell me what it's about. I think it's the MJ reference that I'm butchering. Tori, I need your help.
Earth song. Tell me what about it.
Thank you. I'm like, I know I'm messing this up. I was like, Tori, help me. Got it. I was like, Tori knows this is. I don't know. We've been asking this since Leaving Lies. You know what I'm saying? Because Michael Mania was epic when he died. I guess the powers to be got pissed and then said, okay, let's just add some new nonsense. Took us like 2-3 years to fight that. And then it's like, oh, we're not done. Are y'all good? Are y'all good? And of course you're not, because one, the internet's vicious. Some people have died to get some of this newer truth out. Um, it's crazy. A lot of stuff is getting exposed now. So then, oh, let's just make up a story of Michael. Let's not. Let's stop. I don't know, man. It's like I was minding my own business, telling people the elevators are to the left, bathrooms to the right. Like just doing my customer service job. And then I was like, when I saw what came up, I was like, y'all are bored. Y'all are real bored. Taj had his tweet. Then of course the normies were like, look at this. And it makes you realize though, I don't know if you guys saw The Running Man. It's a movie directed by Edgar Wright. But that whole concept was how the media literally manipulates the media to fit their agenda. Like, but it was more like on the AI type technology. Like the contestant would say one thing, but we would see another. And just think this has been going on for so long now. We see one thing, but it's really something else. That picture is a great example of what's been probably going on for a long time right now. Thanks. I had a hard time with this. So I will give you guys some insight. So I've been using AI to help me with everything now. But the problem is if it's pictures of people that are licensed like the Jacksons, it won't touch it. So I have to do like one part here, one part here, one part here. But, you know, what did I say last year? Now a whole year has passed. Start leveling up your skill set. I'm competing with people half my age that are crushing it. Um, my goal is not to get into 20 something uh demographic, but be mindful that I am competing with tech savvy people that grew up on this literally. So I do my best to learn new skill sets. I love learning now. I love, especially with graphics and stuff. Love it. So I can't wait till I can afford better AI though. Merry Christmas! Woo woo!
Merry Christmas.
It's like a little kid. It's funny. So when I put Tori's image in my AI stuff, it sees her as a child. I think CapCut is the one. I'll be like, yeah, she has a baby face, but y'all were making her like 12. What are we talking about?
A 12-year-old little boy, to be exact.
I'm done. It does the same thing to me all the time. So I don't know if you notice, a lot of my AI has long hair because whenever I have my short hair, it makes me a boy. And I'm like, really? So I don't know.
Mm, mm, mm.
I'm gonna rescan it with my new hairstyle, but I gotta like maybe put on lashes or feminize my face or something. It's like, no way. But I think I'm using like 5 different programs. One's called Reface, one's called CatCut, one's called Canva, one's called TikTok. TikTok generates AI if you guys don't know it. It's weird, but it's free. So you wonder Chat GPT, but Chat GPT is better if you pay for it. I don't want to pay for it. $20 a month. That's a little steep. But I'm trying to just work with all the free stuff for now. I mean, Canva's not free either. But all right, some of Canva is and some of it isn't. But mine isn't free. But they do have a free option if you want to try Canva. They got some cool AI tools in there now. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go. It's 3:03, and I gotta see my relative. But thank you guys for coming, and we'll be back in a week. Tori, do you have plans New Year's Eve? I didn't even ask you.
Not so far, no.
Okay, so I'll definitely let you know about. More likely it'll be New Year's Day to me, but Eve to you. Same drama.
Okay.
I'm learning too. It's kind of hard to keep up with the new technology. Updates don't take years anymore. They come up in new. Definitely, I know. Well, there's an anti AI movement. I respect it, but AI could be used for better writing tools, or like for example, there. This I'll give AI credit for. So most of my Trader Joe content goes on the vegan channel. One day I asked it. I said, "Would this perform better on Gadget Trish?" And if I'm not mistaken, I had my first viral video on TikTok because I listened to why it said no, the Trader Joe bags are trending. Put it here. 52K in views now. So, and I bet you if I put it on the vegan channel, it would have flopped. So that AI could be used as an assistant in like trying to like I guess filter out your thoughts. You still have to be the machine. Like just like computers are smarter than us, but they're dumb if you don't put good input into it. Same thing with AI. It's dumb until you make it smart. So that like you might want to start embracing it just for like strategies and um of course you're still going to have to use your mind to be unique from everyone else, but it's so helpful, man. Like, dude, like, ugh, keep using it and still keep using your brain too. Good night, good night. People nowadays throw around the phrase the internet broke for every little thing, but Michael Jackson is literally the only person who's truly broke the internet. Yeah, all the time. The fact that Michael is no longer in physical form and is still breaking the internet, still making records. I mean, breaking records, still causing hype. Like, like all the TikToks you see these young kids discovering Michael, like he just came out yesterday. It's amazing. Wait till the biopic comes out, y'all. Nothing has ever overloaded. Yeah, no. The world was still when Michael died, like still for months, not even weeks, months. And I think people still miss him. I know I miss him. I never met him, but I just miss him. I just miss like any new pictures of Michael. I honestly love the AI Michael stories. I love seeing Michael in the eye of the creative makers of how they see them. Some of the stuff that came out was just so clever, so cool. Like my favorite AI is the guy who'll be like, what if Michael was Aquaman? What if Michael is I just think it's just cool to see Michael in a different way. I love Rocky stuff. Strong Jaya does stuff. um Kim got into the field doing, and it's just a story, an imaginary story of how they would see life with Michael if Michael chose them as their girlfriend or wife. It's just different spin on something. But I think I'm gonna end on this note. Good night, y'all. Good night, Tori.
Merry Chrysler.
Right, Chrysler.
Merry Christmas.
Enjoy. I hope you guys get whatever you want in life, whether it's a really nice computer or peace of mind. You guys had some awesome Michael Jackson wishes and things you wanted. So, and us two right here had TJ wishes. We want our TJ merch. But however you guys spend the Christmas, whether it's watching Stranger Things or with relatives to get on your nerves, it's still Christmas. Like Lady Gaga on the one interview, I've never met him, but I miss him like I knew him. He was like my friend. Yes, I 100%. First time I'm reading that, but I agree with it. All right, guys. Good night. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you for the New Year's. Bye. Thank you for watching this live or replay. Make sure you sub to this channel to get more content like this. Don't forget to like the video, share, and I will see you guys real soon.